All right, so the other day, I saw a video of Joshua Fabia, the world-renowned mixed martial arts coach, and it made me think, who are the biggest dipshits in the world of mixed martial arts? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Joshua Fabia was the coach of the legendary Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. And here is the tweet here, right? Never forget Joshua Fabia and his legendary coaching techniques. You have to see this to believe it. So that is Diego Sanchez hanging upside down from a bag rack with Joshua Fabia punching him in the face. Not very hard, fair enough. Not very hard at all. Now he's kicking him for some goddamn reason. Don't know what the training method is here. Let's remind ourselves, he runs the School of Self-Awareness. This guy has to be the least self-aware mother effer walking the face of the goddamn planet. So as I say, that made me hear, look, here's the tweet. Gives me an idea for a video. The biggest dipshits in MMA. Who else should be on the list? So this isn't a definitive list, a 1 to 5, but some of the suggestions here on the Twitter feed, they are pretty funny. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through it. So it says, let's have a look. Tony Kelly. CM Punk has to make the list. I mean, CM Punk came over from the WWE. He had a little go. He got beat, but by all accounts, a nice guy. Oh, good. That would make a good video. Whoever told BJ Penn to go on his tippy toes when he fought Frankie Edgar, I ain't going to talk shit about BJ Penn. That man is a legend and one of the greatest fighters that the sport has ever seen. But he did have a terrible game plan. He was on his tiptoes in that fight. That was crazy. Rousey's coach, Tarvedian, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Junie Browning, not sure who that is. John Jones, I mean, he's not a tit. He's the goddamn GOAT. Vitor Belfort, yeah, he's a prick. That puts a lot of pricks in his ass. And Brock Lesnar. Why? Brock Lesnar's all right. We got some funny ones coming, though. Dennis Holman Speedos, they were bad. And then we got this guy here. Look, Steven Seagal. Why is Steven Seagal on the list? I like Steven Seagal. I loved his movies growing up. And yes, he did permeate the world of mixed martial arts for a while. He was coaching the legendary Anderson Silva, Lyoto Machida, amongst others.
Anderson, I find a position for you to do in the fight. Do your best.
Just recently, I think I saw him training with Alex Pereira. He tried to take the credit, didn't he, for the front kick to the face of Vitor Belfort, and when Machida did it to Randy the Natural Couture.
Do that kick that I've been teaching you and kick him in the head or the face. And he did exactly what I said and exactly what I wanted to happen happened. And I was very, very proud of him.
Who knows? Maybe it's true. Maybe his front kick techniques are as good as him eating carrots. But that said, I'm not going to talk shit about the guy. I loved his movies. He was a great martial artist. Okay, the Hollywood fame makes people a bit weird. I met Steven Seagal and he was awesome. He was. I was filming a movie, Triple Threat, in Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm sitting there in the hotel, just having a little drink by myself, and his security guard came over and said, Mr. Seagal wants to know if you would like to join him for whiskey and cigars. Well, I don't drink whiskey and I don't smoke cigars, but this is Steven Seagal asking me. So, of course, I said yes. I went over, had some cigars, a cigar, drank some whiskey, did my best Tony Soprano impression, or Andrew Tate. That's the biggest dickhead on Twitter. Oh, my God. Come on. If you're an Andrew Tate fan, get your shit together. That man's a fucking moron, okay? He's not a tit. He's a moron. Anyway, let's go back to the list because we got some belters coming up here. As we go down, War Machine, right? Well, War Machine doesn't get on the dipshit list. War Machine goes on the biggest scumbag pile of shit list, okay? And he's up the top. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, this is classic. I do touch portal. Hey, man, why did you go see that dog playing touch butt in the park? That's my terrible Nate Diaz impression.
You're playing touch butt with that dork in the park. The ponytail.
If you recall, Ido Portal, the movement coach that rose to fame through his association with Conor McGregor, they were playing some weird touch butt in the park, okay? And that is absolutely hilarious. Listen, I'm sure Ido Portal, however you say his name, I don't know. I'm sure some of the movement stuff would be great, but just forever, that line from Nate Diaz, is phenomenal, okay? And by the way, Nate Diaz apparently got to come back, headline UFC Noche, the Sphere in Las Vegas. That's just a big rumor that's doing the rounds right now. I tell you what, though, I would like to see it. I think the fans want to see it. And I think Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz at the Sphere, take my goddamn money. But first of all, McGregor's got to get in the octagon against Michael Chandler. Come on, give Chandler a break. Anyway, let's get back to the list. Idaho Portal, we did him. Sharp, oh my God, we're not getting far down. Sharp, look, listen, Brendan Sharp's a nice guy. He's a nice guy, but he does talk out of his ass a little bit. And he does like to roll his trucks upside down while doing donuts in the desert.
Starting emergency call to the SOS service provided by the manufacturer. To cancel, press the SOS or cancel button.
Shouts out Brendan Sharp, though. Leave him alone. The man's a nice guy. Oh, here we go. Tyron Woodley, right? I wouldn't say Tyron Woodley's a dipshit. Necessarily, I'd say he's more of a cunning linguist.
Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you.
Falling in and out of love, in and out of love with you. He is a cunning linguist. He's a bit of a rapper as well, you know. He likes to take a nap as well. That was bad rap. That was bad rap. I mean, 1 to 5 on this list. Let's have a look. That fella who half blinded him, yes, that would be Vitor Belfort. Arse like a dartboard. What a melon. Whoever that dork was that played touch putt in the park with McGregor. By training upside down, we got some science behind this. By training upside down, you increase blood flow and cerebral fluid to the brain and condition the muscles for impact. Adding concussive force deadens the nerve endings and increases durability. Hanging also strengthens the core. And this is bullshit, no matter how much you try and gaslight it. Yeah, thanks for wasting my time. Watch any of Bryce Mitchell being feared of the revenuers. I mean, Bryce Mitchell, I love that guy. Bryce Mitchell's awesome. I do. He's great. But he's off the deep end.
Martial artist also weighed in 146 pounds in 17.
But that's okay. The world needs people off the deep end. Bryce Mitchell is a big, big believer in every conspiracy known to man. He thinks the Earth is flat. He thinks the Antarctic or the Arctic, one of them, the Arctic Circle, is blocked off to all of us because up there's a wall. And on the other side of the wall, there's all kinds of crazy beasts and animals that we like, dinosaurs and stuff like that, okay? But I like Bryce, so we'll give Bryce a pass. Shout out, Bryce. Hope you're well, buddy. Why does this guy, Idaho Portal, we did this one. What's his name? William Knight. He's all right. He just wasn't the best. Colby and Strickland. Hey, Colby Covington, I like Colby, but those words, you know, that shit talk against Leon Edwards definitely gets him on it. I think the shit talk afterwards also gets him on it, calling everyone out in the crowd that you're all just broke bums.
Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for the hey. You're all a bunch of broke bitches anyways. Fuck you.
Those are the people paying to watch you fight. Without people like that, without the fans watching in the crowd, without you guys watching this video, there's no point in any of us doing it. So he probably gets to be on the list. Sean Strickland's got a bit off the deep end lately as well, talking about the Navy SEALs.
You guys think you're badass? Come train with me for a week. I'll show you what's up.
We'll stick Strickland on there. Cejudo, the king of cringe. He's always on there, Sage Northcote. Nice guy, never met him. He seems all right, but he could be a bit of a weirdo. As much as I like the dude growing up, Bully beat down Jason Mayhem Miller even. Miller is a dork, right? Miller's been through a lot of stuff in life. He's been through a lot of problems. The man was addicted to drugs or some medication, whatever it was. Got in a lot of trouble. Was live tweeting whilst the SWAT team were outside his house. In and out of incarceration, sadly. But it does seem like he's got his shit together. I did a season of The Ultimate Fighter with him, and he was a bit of a pain in the ass. But I wish him nothing but the best. Listen, we all go through ups and downs in life. Seems like he's turned the corner now. So as I say, Jason Mayhem Miller, hope you're well, brother, and stay on the right path. Tito and Johnny Walker. Listen, Tito Ortiz, he has had some doozies. He has had some fucking stupid things come out of his mouth. Johnny Walker's just a bit. Johnny Walker's not a dildo. Johnny Walker's not a tit. He's just a bit goofy. I think that Bisping would be a good fit. Well, I am offended, although I must admit, I am up there on the dipshit list. Fair enough. Head movement. That's a popular one. Make sure you add every single person who tried to cancel the GOAT Mike Bisping. Sign off on that one. Cerrone for getting paid the same to fight McGregor as he would to fight anybody else. Well, that's not his fault. He went in there, he had a go, tried to fight, got shoulder bumped in the face and finished in 40 seconds. Tito has to only open his mouth to show he's the definition of what you're looking for.
You know, I want to live. I want to outlive my children. Of course, 100%.
McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Jorge and Colby, Pat Barry, poor Diego. We don't know what he went through. I'm going on here, but they're all the same kind of people. Let's have a look. Sean Strickland and that Maria girl. I don't know who the Maria girl. Who's the Maria? Maria Morose? I don't know. Strickland. A lot of Stricklands, a lot of Jason Millers. I love you, Mike, but the Hamill thing, Jorge Rivera, Bisping's Island, a few of the things you were getting close to being on the list. An honorable mention, at least. Are you intoxicated?
Are you intoxicated?
Fine. Put me on the list. I'll put myself on the list. I don't give a shit. Some dumb stuff came out of my mouth over the years. Palhares and Lombard off the top. Who's Jamal Palhares? Again, he wasn't necessarily a dipshit. He was a wanker for ripping people's knees apart. He would get a bloody heel hook and not let it go. Bjorn Rebney, he was a bit of a scumbag, bit of a Bellator. I don't know if he was a scumbag. That's the general Mike Harrington. That's the general reputation. But I don't know. Fair play to him. I think we're going through all the list here. Yoel Romero. Yoel Romero's just a freak of nature. And yes, he might have tested positive. And yes, I might have talked some shit. But I got nothing against Yoel Romero. Vitor Belfort on the other side. Yeah. I mean, I don't hold grudges. This guy, you're a prick. I don't hold grudges. I got nothing against Vitor, if you will. He's just an absolute hypocrite of the highest order. I think Fury got the cut from that routine. Fury, from hanging upside down. No man alive should be hanging upside down from a punch bag, taking shots from a man that is not self-aware. But anyway, we're going to wrap this one up in a minute. Y'all need to agree. He's great. Leave him alone. Pat Barry's getting a lot of mention. Shout out, Pat. I like Pat. How big is the list? Fabia takes him a few slots. He does. Bisping, you are so hot, man. Oh, I mean, come on. Let's go. Thank you very much. Let me bang, bro. Yeah, that guy needs to be on there for sure. The Let Me Bang Bro from The Ultimate Fighter. Oh, my God.
Let me bang, man.
I want to do that, man.
Let me bang, bro. I do let you bang. Hey. Let me bang again.
All right, okay. Tito Ortiz for sure. Most of MMA Twitter. I like that shout. Belfort, Till, Krause, Palhares. Till doesn't make the list. Till is absolutely bloody hilarious. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Dillon Danis. That's the list. Just Dillon. Dillon, the dildo Danis. I met him for the first time at Madison Square Garden. You know what? He was actually all right. But some of the bloody antics online, all right, granted the Jake Paul, Logan Paul stuff, I didn't mind that, to be honest. But some of the shit talk, some of the way he talks about himself being the cash cow of Bellator and stuff, give it a rest. But I met him. He was all right. He was all right. Connor's head movement coach, Steven Seagal, he is on there. Tony Ferguson, T-Ferg, Tony Ferg. Nah, this is basically the peak. All right, War Machine, yeah. We're going round and around in circles. Ali Abdelaziz. I like Ali Abdelaziz. All right, guys. Well, there it is. Here is the list. So who knows back again? Sean Strickland should be number one. Depends who you ask. People love Sean Strickland. People detest Sean Strickland. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That he's doing it right. I hate to say it, but it's true. You want to evoke emotion. You want people to feel a way about you. The last thing you want to do is walk out in a crowd of 20,000 people and get a polite little clap. You want people cheering, going crazy, and you want people booing like a motherfucker. If you can be polarizing and get that on both sides of the arenas are all mixed in, the energy in the crowd is fantastic. But more importantly, that results in ticket sales and pay-per-view sales. Why? Well, one half of the public, they love you. They want to support you. And the other half, they want to see you beat. They want to see you knocked out. So that generates a lot of money for the promoter and a lot of money for the fighter. Anyway, let's have a look, see if there's anyone else involved. Anyone involved in Power Slap, fuck off. Power Slap's great. And if you don't like it, don't watch. Who's Jamal Palhares? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Ali, Tito, this was genuinely sad to watch. It feels like seeing elder abuse. And you know what? That's probably a good place to wrap this up, because you might be sitting there thinking that this was genuinely sad to watch. If you were, then piss off. If you didn't, subscribe and ring the bell. Biggest dipshits in MMA. Who takes the list? Who is the top of that? I think Joshua Fabia, the man that runs the School of Self-Awareness, whilst being the most unaware bastard you ever met, that's got to be up there. But Dillon Danis, he's got to be on there. I'm not sure. Give me a top 5. Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Bit of a slow news week in MMA, hence this. But still, bit of a laugh. Hope you well. Take care. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.